Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of my little conversations. My name is Wanjiko Edna, and I'm the host of this podcast. And yeah, today I have a lot of things to do. This week has been crazy for me. I've had a lot of things that had deadlines, still have a deadline. I don't know if I'll catch up to it. I'll try though. But you know that feeling when you have some work to do, but then other work looks more interesting? That has been me all day. I've been doing work that's not due, that's more exciting than the work that is actually due. But anyway, um, I just decided, you know what? I think I have a story that I want to yap about for a few minutes before I need to dive back into, this back-breaking work that is awaiting me. So anyway, today I want to talk about Matatu Chronicles. I know everyone has a Matatu story. If you don't, you're not Kenyan enough. So anyway, this week has been a crazy Matatu experience for me. Today, as I'm recording, it is Friday. That is why I'm telling you the day because of context, because the week is officially over. And let's just say, when did it all start? It all started on Tuesday. On Tuesday, I snoozed my alarm probably once, which kind of costed me because I was running late kidogo. And by the time I got to the main road, I was like, you know what? I won't wait for any matatu. I'll just board the one that's there. So maybe I just don't like pandanganya. That's kwanza in the morning, blasting music and vibrating speakers by my side and tinted windows. I can't even see if I've reached my goddamn destination. And rude touts, stuffy bass. Those stairs are usually so high up. I'm so short I can't kanyaga down. Yani, if you think about it, it's crazy. So that's just to state a few reasons why I don't like matatus. So anyway, on this unfortunate Tuesday morning, I was running late, so I was like, you know what? I won't wait for a specific matatu. I'll just board whichever that is right there. So I get there, and unfortunately, it's Anganya, so I board. And I sat right next to the drivers because it was almost full. I didn't want to go to the back. So I sat there. This Makanga starts making small talk, and I'm not interested. So he sees where I've boarded from. He's like, "Oh, unaishuku hata mimi ni wa huko, sijui nini nini nini," and I was so disinterested. And then this guy insisted, "You know what? Give me your number until I'll call you." So at first I refused kidogo. Then this man insisted. I was like, you know what? This, like, in this situation, I do one of two things nowadays. Either I'll give you my real number, and then when you call me or text me, I block you. That is if I found you not interesting. If I've also not found you interesting, but I just cannot be bothered to give you my real number, then block you later, I give you my number, but a different last digit, which is always the same. This sometimes I'm usually like, hey, whoever this number is for, Niko sure this person is usually like, and this Edna or this Shiko who's always being looked for through my number, who's this chick? Anyway, so in this case, this was the latter. So I gave this number, this guy, a different last digit, but my phone with a last with a different last digit. Hey, what am I saying? I gave him my number, but I changed the last digit. So my last digit on my phone number is 6. I usually just put a 7 there. So if you ask me to repeat it again, I just repeat my whole number, but at the end, instead of a 6, it's a 7. So this guy starts saying, ama just give me your phone, I flash myself that I get your number. And nikamwambia, bro, see, I've given you my number, so you just call it. He's like, oh, I don't have credit. I also tell him I also don't have credit. So yeah, luckily I alight, I go have my good day. In the evening, I run late. There's no matatu at the stage where I board a matatu, so I have to wait. I waited for like a good 10-15 minutes. And mark you the disadvantage of crossing a mat at that time. Usually so many people going to the same place. So you almost have to board quickly whichever matatu comes your way. So fortunately or unfortunately, some matatus petered. The one that I boarded was this guy's matatu again. And I promise it was not intentional. I had very few choices and I had to choose wisely. So I boarded the matatu. And when I saw him, I was just like, I hope this guy didn't get credit. uh, so long story short, the matatu, okay, whoever I was sitting next to shook at the mat. He came and sat, this guy came sat next to me. Akaanza story, oh, unajua ni huko kwetu hata sijui. Yani, like he was associating everything with him living in the same area that I live. And nilikuwa tu nachoka, but then let's say I entertained him to a certain extent, and he started insisting again that he called me through my number. Wait, what? He calls himself with my phone so that he can get my number. He was trying to say, oh, you've given me the wrong number. Nikamuuliza ulipiga? Akanyamaza. Nikamwambia, hey, hujapiga, that's why you're thinking it's the wrong number, but it's not the wrong number. So we go back and forth for some time, but then this time actually sat far from like hapo mbele. Haya, I shuka. He even calls me, baby. that first morning, like that morning, that Tuesday morning, he asked me what's my name. Nikamwambia mimi naitwa Shiko, which is not a lie. And then he asked me na hiyo ingine, nikamwambia ingine ni ya mzai, unataka kujua jina ya mzai? Akaniambia hapana, ya kizungu. Nikamwambia sina jina ya kizungu. Another lie, but oh well. So that evening nikienda kushuka gari, kanitaka niambia shuka, hapa ni kwenu. Yeah. Fast forward to the next morning. What happened? Oh no, I wasn't late this day. I was like almost on time. Like on time. My time was good, but not perfect. Like dildali kidogo ningekosa ama nikose gari, I would have gotten late. So I smama there. What's the first matatu that comes? This guy's matatu. Not because he knows me. He insists, panda tu. So I just panda. And the only seat that's vacant ni ya hapo mbele. So he starts stories again, stories. And I was so bored at this point. And I was just like, if this guy has not called me and figured out I gave him the wrong number, God loves me. God loves me for sure. So anyway, I don't think he had called me because he didn't mention about the number ya asubuhi. So that's Wednesday morning. So Wednesday morning, I decide, you know what? Today, I am going to get out of work early, like as early as I can, so that I don't cause a mat and I don't find this guy, because I am just not willing to pitana with him a fourth time. Yeah, so that happens. Luckily, I'm not seeing him again, and he hasn't seen me, and we've not crossed paths. Yeah. So anyway, fast forward, that was Wednesday. Today, Friday. The mat have used to come home. As I'm shukaring, sinamwambia shukisha hapa. And you know the way, as from the main road as you ingia inside. Let me give an example of like an estate. There's house number 1, house number 2, house number 3. But now instead of a house number, it's like a drive-through number. don't know if I'm making sense, but I think you get. So they like drive 1, drive 2, drive 3, drive 4, drive 5, drive 6, all the way to like drive 21, and then of course na change zinakuwa first rise, second rise, but that's like way far. So at first drive there's a school called Serare. 13th drive is usually like a small shopping center called Chonjo. And then at drive 16, 17 there, what is that place called? Nimesahau hiyo jina imetoka kwa kichwa. Anyway, so this guy asks me, and mind you, before I even continue, this previous guy who was saying ati we live in the same area, he was insisting on me telling him where I live. Nigga, I can tell you my 3 names. You expect me to tell you where I live? You're mad. You must be crazy. So anyway, so this guy say in the evening, I tell him shukisha hapo mbele. Then he starts asking me, unafikanga hadi wapi? Nikamwambia, oh no. Akaniuliza, unafikanga Serare? Nikamwambia, unafikanga hadi Chonjo? Nikamwambia hapana. Nafikanga tu hapo Serare, hapo ndipo naingilianga, which is a lie. I live way past Serare. And when I tell him I reach Serare, whatever he does with that information is none of my business because I don't live there. He starts asking me, unaishi duka moja? Some dukas that are usually somewhere on 2nd, 3rd drive. Nikamwambia si nimekwambia naishi Serare, so that he can stop bugging me because I can't tell you where I live. I don't know you. Unataka nikwambie kwenye naishi and then. So anyway, yeah, Matatu niggas, they be bugging sometimes. Otherwise, this is Friday. I felt like saying happy weekend, but this will be listened to on Thursday. But I can also say happy weekend because tomorrow for you who's listening will be Friday. But anyway, I hope you really enjoyed listening to this. If you have come this far, please share your Matatu Chronicles with me. If you have had a weird story in a Matatu, with Matatu drivers, with Matatu touts, tell me. I like being entertained by other people's stories. So yeah, anyway, I need to go back to work. My phone is almost dying also. And I also need to eat and see if I can race this deadline. Yeah, I'm so glad that I could tell this story before I actually start other things and get busy. So yeah, thanks for listening. Bye bye.